What's up, everybody? This video is going to be a little rundown on how we got this place to go from crusty and old to looking like this. So check it out. All right, so
Is it weird that I like how it smells?
I am. You really? I wanted to make a little video because I'm gonna do some quote-unquote remodeling to the shop. So we got, you saw this was kind of just a shit collector over there. Just had stuff all over it. This is actually the landlord's stuff, so we just got that out. Gonna take all his stuff off of there, get some of my stuff put up there, and then get this big cabinet system in because I did order a new cabinet to kind of just organize everything, keep the clutter off the walls, have everything just nice and neat and be super user friendly. So this will be kind of a cool video of me essentially building my dream shop, or close to it at least. There'll be a few things maybe missing, but overall I pretty much now have all the materials and everything I've ever wanted. So now it's a matter of just putting it all into place. So tonight we're gonna move my stuff from there up to get this off of here, move my stuff on top of there. Then this, I'll put some plywood and kind of make this just a bigger wall. And then tomorrow I'll get these cabinets out and we'll get the floor in, or at least the border of the floor in back here. And yeah, everything should kind of come together nicely, I think. All right, excuse the disheveled look, but everything is moved. Got a bunch of stuff over there. Got the stuff I needed up there. We'll build that wall now. And then we'll get this cabinet out tomorrow and start getting some of this floor in, at least the borders and the front. The silver will be here tomorrow, so maybe we'll be able to do the whole floor, set a cool time lapse up on that. And then, yeah. All right, we are back the next day. The pile that was here in the middle of the floor is now gone. So now it's just a matter of getting some of the stuff off these cabinets and getting these cabinets out of here. I am stoked beyond words right now because it's starting to come together. I got the race deck tiles out in the car, the silver. And obviously, like I said, I got the black here for the border and everything. And I just got off the phone with the carrier company. The whole cabinet system will be here Monday morning. So we'll have a cabinet that spans from here to there, and it's gonna be all really nice. I'll make another segment here, kind of explaining everything, but this is gonna be my dream shop to an extent, aside from maybe it being a little bit bigger down the road and a few more things in a building that I actually own versus rent, but I didn't spare anything. Everything is going to be exactly how I want it. It's gonna be user-friendly, extremely high quality, if not the best quality. And I don't say that to sound snobby. Granted, I don't really care how it comes off because it's mine, but I don't say that to sound snobby. I've taken a long time to work towards this, and everything I have, I've always wanted to have good quality products so I can deliver a quality result to a customer. And this is kind of the follow through on that. So this place is going to turn out really, really good, I think. So we're gonna pull this thing out with this. All right, the floor is coming along. I will set up a time lapse and give a little bit better idea, but we got all the borders set up. and we're kind of going to work it this way. Probably have some readjustments to do over there. Hopefully not too much on this wall, but yeah, everything else is back. Area over here is all in. So just got a bunch of organizing to do. The cabinet should be here probably in the next few hours. So got that. It'll go in up against this wall over here and put all the miscellaneous stuff in there. And yeah, I'm excited. The dream is finally coming together, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool. All right, so as you saw, most of the floor is in. Starting to look kind of cool in here. I was off a bit on the floor, so essentially all the silver that's missing is going to be coming by the end of the week, which actually works out because I'll move this black away from the wall. We'll get this wall painted today. Cabinet will be here. I can probably put the black somewhat back or whatever, move the cabinet up there. And yeah, everything is coming along. Cabinet should be here in about 5 minutes. It's starting to come along. I think it looks pretty good. I cannot wait to get at least this wall painted, but I definitely can't wait to get this cabinet in and everything. Just without having the extra silver, it kind of puts me in a weird spot. But yeah, it's coming along kind of nice. All right, let's see what we're working with. We are unboxing cabinets. All right, we're back. We got the cabinets came in, as you can see. We're putting some legs on it. They look really, they look awesome. It is a really quality piece so far from what I can tell, and I'm super excited to get these put in. I've wanted these for a long time. They all are really sharp. I'll kind of go over everything as we have it installed and as we are installing it. And yeah, the shop is totally coming together. I mean, the floors are in for the most part. They're starting to mount the cabinets up to the wall. So they have little feet that come with them. Get a little better view here. And we are actually going to put a little bolt into each one, so it's rock solid. The nice thing about these are the upgraded one. Like I was saying, there's two different options between the two different series. And this series comes with double walled steel. It's all welded. So honestly, even without that mounted into the wall, it's still really sturdy. It wouldn't really wobble at all. And the other thing that's nice, that I will go over everything once it's done, but we have soft closed doors, so everything just closes really nice. And yeah, it's a pretty sturdy unit, and I think it's going to look really well against the silver floor. You can kind of get an idea right there, even though it's missing a little gap right here, but that's going to look really good. All right, we are in the home stretch. Got the last bit of these lights going up. Got the cabinet in, like we said. Floor is all finished. So, starting to come real here. We have one more grid to throw up right here, and then we'll just do some fill-in spots. But I think the dream shop's coming along. Couldn't have done this without the help of Robbie. He's done most of the lights in here. It's definitely a two-man job, and he's done about 80-90% of it. But yeah, a little bit of stuff on the floor still. Gotta just clean up some stuff for the lights and whatnot, but I'll get a cool clip. And yeah, so everything's coming along good. And once the last bit of lights go in, I'll kind of set up a little tripod and kind of go over everything that we did in here and how it turned out. So I'm stoked. It looks really cool. I think so. All right, we are back again. As you can see behind me, hopefully. Got a lot of these lights in. Last night, kind of was showing you a few things. Put the lights above the door. So when the door is open, these are on a separate circuit. So when the door is open, I don't need to waste the energy in having those on. They're really just gonna come in handy when the door is shut because there's a big dark spot right here. I have these and this all tied into one. So when that gets plugged in over there, all those go on. I am now putting up a border, kind of similar to the one I did over there, though something just happened last night where that went out, so I gotta fix that. But I'm gonna edit this border and make it kind of like this one. So this is gonna be basically a full size. It's just gonna go the whole distance there, and then I don't quite know what I'm gonna do with this wall yet. Maybe a little baby hex on there, maybe, I don't know. But you guys are starting to see everything come together now. Lighting is really pretty much the last step. I apologize if I've been kind of discombobulated throughout this video and have probably said something was the last step before, like the cabinets or whatever, but there's never really gonna be a final step though. There's always gonna be something that I'm probably gonna see to try to make a little bit better, to tweak, but lights, and then, like I said, making that wall up there. But yeah, the shop is coming along like we saw before. The pressure washer is all set up, super easy to use. I do have plugs coming for this light. They should get here in an hour or two. This is just kind of dummied up there to make sure everything worked. So you won't see obviously an extension cord dangling there. That'll all get tied in with those conduit pipes right there. And these will go on the sides of the garage door. I might actually get another set because it would be kind of nice to have them lined this way and shining kind of down on the ground here. But those are gonna go on the side of the garage door, at least one on each corner. So when the door is open in the nice weather, and there maybe isn't a lot of light in here at night, and you're trying to just, have the door open a nice summer night, there's really a lack of visibility right here. So those lights will kind of combat the garage door covering the hex grid up there. So that's kind of the thought process on a lot of things. Still driving me nuts because there's just clutter on some of these counters, but it's really just some of the packaging on some things and some boxes just on how some things came. But yeah, I'll set up a little time lapse on kind of how I'm setting up this light fixture over here. Sadly, I don't have the switches on me yet, so hopefully in a couple hours I'll regroup when these are installed the right way, and I'll have the right switches and everything else for them.